Give it up for Kill Tony. Hi, everyone. Hi, everybody. It's good to be here. Another fun weekend, and here we are. Hi, everybody out there. Congratulations for being part of this fun audience. Okie dokie. Always an interesting beginning.
Yeah, we mixed it up a little. My iPad's dead. It fucking sucks.
It's dead?
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be alive anymore.
Oh my God.
Whatever.
That's terrible.
I know. Excuse to get a new one.
All right. Well, so that ends the sound effects portion, right?
No, I downloaded an alternative sound effect program.
Oh, so
it's going to be mixed up probably a little.
Oh, that's exciting.
Just for this episode, instead of the normal kitty cat sound when a comic does 1 minute, we're going to have a dolphin.
Oh, yeah, I like that. But what's going to replace the angry bear that comes in if they do longer than 60 seconds?
A gang of cows.
That is a lot of cows, man. Wow. So you don't want to run the light here, you comedians out there that are doing your 60 seconds, because you don't want to anger that group of cows.
Or the dolphin.
Well, the dolphin, all right.
That's a nice little.
Yeah,
Hey.
the dolphin's sort of peppy, but those cows are aggressive.
Yeah.
Speaking of animals, as always, ladies and gentlemen, our head of security, the Iron Patriot, is here.
I will lead these new Avengers into battle against anyone who would threaten our way of life. I am the Iron Patriot.
Fuck yeah. Still got it, Patriot. Still got it.
You know, I was listening to the last episode the other day, and listening to it is so much different than watching it because it really sounds like we're hanging out with Kit from Knight Rider.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I noticed that. I noticed when I listened last night just to iTunes, because I've been watching the video. And I want to say something to you, Red Band. First, I want to congratulate you for winning Funniest Instagrammer of the Year at the LA Weekly Awards.
Oh, thank you.
That is
good.
awesome.
I'm not funny on Instagram, so I don't know what that means.
That's so cool.
I don't post any funny photos. It's mostly foods and shih tzus.
Hey.
You know, I like the one you posted yesterday. You did a screenshot of my mailman video, and in the background was a Jungle Fever poster, because my video was made in 1991, the same year that movie came out. And what's interesting is Wesley Snipes just got released from prison a few months ago.
Oh.
He was serving 3 years for tax evasion. He starred in Jungle Fever. And now he's already got his life back on track, and he's in the movie Expendables 3.
Wow.
He's already got it going, so with my Banana song coming back, this might be the return of Jungle Fever this year.
Wow.
Me and Wesley.
I think that's a pretty bold statement, first of all. I don't think you're going to bring back the movie franchise Jungle Fever, the Wesley Snipes classic, because of the music video. But I did watch that music video that you were in. If you don't know, the Iron Patriot is a human being, and he wears a $5,000 custom-made Iron Patriot suit that came pretty dented up. He rides the bus here. He's here every Monday, and he rides the bus because in that $5,000 suit, he can't sit down. So he has to stand at all times, so he takes the bus here from down the street.
Yeah.
And he was once in a band in Texas called the Dirty Crabber.
It's just called, I was Dirty Crabber. That's my other name.
Okay.
So if you ever want to call me that, just call me that.
Did you ever have crabs? Is it based off that?
No, because my last name is Crabtree, and my brother, his name was Crabtree, so it was kind of a play on that.
Oh.
But, yeah, I did have crabs one time, but it wasn't... I think everybody's dealt with that, but now the girls are shaving their pouches, so I don't think there's any more crabs.
Yeah, they're actually becoming extinct lately. That's true.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I wish I would have lived in this age, man.
Yeah, but now you have to worry about like crotch eels or something
Yeah.
with those vaginas.
Yeah. You do.
Crotch eels.
Yeah, what would come off a shaved vagina? What kind of gross thing could? What if worms just start girls start getting worms?
What the fuck are you talking about?
What would replace crabs?
I don't think they need to be replaced. I think that's something we can do without.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Patriot, do you still, even though you got the crabs, do you still have like a full bush underneath all that?
Well, I keep it trimmed. I don't let it go out of control, but no, it's not. I mean, you know what I'm saying.
When you say trimmed, like what are you doing down there?
Just using the scissors to trim it up so it doesn't get out of control,
Do you ever mess with the ball hair?
But I'm not like Tommy Lee, Motley Crue. He talks about he put some special shit on his balls to just make it so it's just completely nothing.
Yeah, it's nair. It's a bad idea. Don't ever do it. I tried it once, and my fucking asshole, everything was on fire. My balls, like the veins in it, got really hard. Sometimes when you're like, wow, it's so hard right now. What happened? It was like that for like a week. It sucked.
Yeah.
How about that one?
I kind of miss it when the girls had some hair down there. I kind of like it like that.
Now, what I was getting at with this band, the Dirty Crabber, and I watched your music video for the first time over this past weekend, and I was laughing so hard because you have this song called "Share My Banana" that you performed a few weeks ago here, while holding a banana. You sang a song that was racist.
Well, I also called the monkey Jacob, so it was the white name was a monkey too. So it's like they were both monkeys.
Can I ask you a question? I've noticed over the past few weeks that you have a little twitch in your left arm that happens.
Yeah, I do.
Was that from when you got tackled by the football player on?
That was in
Hollywood?
my old costume about 4 years ago. That was I still got that old costume. It's like it's all duct taped together. It's in bad shape.
So that twitch that you do with your left arm, is that because of the suit that you're wearing, or is that?
Well, I don't know. I should just concentrate on staying still. Sometimes I just kind of like to move it around to kind of keep my shoulders and back, kind of the muscles moving around so it doesn't, get stiff, But, I should do a better job at concentrating to just stay still.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're making podcast history so far this episode.
Yes, it's fun to be here on Labor Day with you, Tony.
Oh yeah, it is Labor Day. What do you normally do on a Labor Day if you didn't have this right now?
I might be out water skiing right now or something.
That's what you do?
No.
No.
He's so disappointed when he said that.
Do you practice singing a lot in front of mirrors and?
Yeah, I try to. If I know I'm doing a song on this show, I'll try to rehearse and get ready. And
so if I play a song right now, you'll be able to perform it?
Yeah, if you're ready, do it. If you're ready, do it.
All right, let's try this. What's the name of the song?
Soul Sister Number 9.
Soul Sister Number 9.
Are you serious? Is this happening right now?
No, that's not the song. It's the other song.
Well, yeah, I think I have it.
Well, you can do that if that's the only one you have. You can do it.
No, I could do both. It just
Wait.
That was my other song called "Send Me." That's another song.
He sent you another song?
Well, I changed my mind. I sent that song and then I changed my mind and switched it to another song.
Wow, look at you.
How long did it take for you to decide that you wanted to do a different song? Like, was it hours you were sitting there thinking about it?
No, it just kind of came to me because we've kind of been on this jungle fever theme for so long. I just kind of thought, man, let's just keep it going because, Soul Sister Number 9. I mean, I've never made love actually to a black woman. I flirted with them, but, one female brother that does turn me on is Beyonce. I love her.
Female sister. Oh, wait.
She needs to drop that zero and get with the hero.
Oh, my God.
All right, well, let's hear it.
Yeah, turn up.
Hey, I got something to say. This Soul Sister. What do you believe in Soul Sister?
Soul Sister's the finest girl you ever seen, big lips.
Dabba, it was me. Soul Sister,
Soul Sister Number 9. I like to see you in the summertime. Soul Sister, don't be late. There's something wrong if you hesitate. Nothing's gonna change my mind. I'm in love with a dandelion. Nothing's gonna change my ways. I'm in love with Soul Sister Number 9.
I know you're talking about.
Soul Sister Number 9. I like to see you in the evening time. Soul Sister, it's okay. Just save your life for a rainy day. Nothing's gonna change my mind. I'm in love with a dandelion. Nothing's gonna change my ways. I'm in love with Soul Sister number 9.
Yeah, God, I don't think
give
that
it
thing
up.
was ever going to end.
Thank you.
Holy shit.
That was awesome.
Wow.
Thank you.
You're breathing heavy under there, huh?
Yeah.
I'm surprised you used the word "you're like a dandelion." Though I was expecting something a little bit more racist.
I don't know. That's just kind of the way the lyrics came out of me. When I write my music, I just let it flow out of me. I don't really...
What's the deal with all of your songs being about hooking up with a black woman that you never actually hooked up with?
Well, like I said, I write about what I feel, and that kind of came out that way, so... I also like that, I like that female brother, Zoe Saldana, and the Avatar.
Why do you call them female brothers?
That's so backwards. It's confusing.
Well, if you just say sister, they might think you're talking about a nun.
No, nobody's going to think you're talking about a nun. It all depends on who you follow it up with.
And take off the ER and make it an A, and you're fine.
Nobody's going to think you're talking about a nun when you say Beyonce.
Yeah.
Do you think that you write these songs because you and perhaps a black woman out there have some unfinished business? Is it something you still fantasize about, hooking up with?
Halle Berry, too. I like her feet.
Oh
Did you see her in Flintstones, how cute her feet look?
On the Flintstones.
Didn't you see Halle Berry in the
You
Flintstones?
talking about the Flintstones, the movie?
Yeah.
No, nobody was looking at her feet during that.
Ah,
except
you were. You know you were. You're lying.
All right, yeah, you got me. Okay, another hand for the Iron Patriot, everybody.
Yeah, give it up.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for listening. I appreciate it.
This is the show where comedians do 60 seconds, and always a guest and I and my cohorts here, Red Band and Patriot, we all talk with the comedian for a bit, see what's going on, see if we can punch up their jokes. They can take it or leave it if they want, all for free. Always just giving away gold here on Kill Tony. And I always have one of my funniest friends come on and be a guest each week. I'm really excited about this week's guest. He's somebody who I've always looked up to since I started here many years ago, and I'm excited to have him. He's such an amazing guest that, in fact, he has his own person who gives his introduction, so I'm just going to bring up that guy right now. Put your hands together for his introducer, Ryan Mervis, everybody. This is not the guest. This is the guy who introduces the guest.
Are you guys ready?
Are you ready?
Give it up for the reigning Belly Room League champion, the manager of the Dead Kid Timmys, the lovely bearded Freddy Lockart!
Wow, everybody. Freddy Lockart is in the house. How exciting. Give it up for Ryan Mervis one more time, everyone, his introducer. Fuck yeah, the champ.
Yes.
For those of you, and by those of you I mean everybody out there who are wondering what that we're talking about with this championship. He is
Tell
the
him about it,
defending Comedy Store fantasy football
I
champion,
made all the right
everybody.
decisions. Made all the right fucking decisions. That's what I did.
This guy knows how to make moves this time of the year.
Won by .3 with the help of one Aaron Hernandez. Thank you.
Wow,
yeah,
really?
did his job for me and then got sent to the pokey. I made that happen.
All the-
made that happen.
All the
Yeah.
best fantasy players are in prison.
Yeah, that's why you got to get them before they go.
I got OJ in round 2 this year.
Did you?
Yeah.
There you go.
Really hoping.
Fucking dorks.
Jesus.
How dare you? This makes us closer to the players, and they appreciate it.
What?
This new setup, I just realized that
damn.
now you're like behind me. So now I'm just going to be like shocked all the time. We slanted the table differently for those of you diehard fans that are following that
Yeah.
closely.
It's so that when you guys are on stage, the guest isn't just looking at their butt the whole time.
Right.
Like looking to
so
the
now
right.
we have a better angle at the. Now the camera has changed. I'm sure people
Yeah.
watching on our good friends over at Vimeo.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure that they noticed a slight change. So, anyway, Freddy.
This is great, Tony. This is
played-
a real professional thing you got going here. That's fucking amazing right there. That guy.
Thank you.
That's fucking
I'm
incredible.
very excited about it.
He sings, he dances, the whole
Yeah.
thing.
It's fucking unbelievable.
Yeah.
Can I ask you something, Freddie?
Yeah, please.
I did a little research on you today. First, I listened to your What's Good podcast.
Oh, okay,
I
great.
listened to that. I read about you, and I wanted to ask you this.
Okay.
A few months ago, I was an extra on a film about Nina Simone, the jazz singer and civil rights activist.
Sure.
And Zoe Saldana is playing her in the movie, and she's got a lot of criticism because they say she's too light-skinned. And I notice you're a mulatto, too. How do you feel about that subject?
It's the Comedy Store. It shit goes, you know. I actually prefer it. I refer to it as right-skinned, first of all. Or as Hollywood refers to as black, but I don't care. It's like whatever. You know?
Yeah, I don't- I
If you
think
don't
it's
get the
good
right
she's
tone,
doing the
what are-
movie.
What are you gonna do? You know?
Yeah, yeah.
What are you gonna do?
I mean, have you ever received criticism or discrimination from the...
None at all. My whole life, zero discrimination in any facet, anywhere at all. Not from either side. No. No.
I mean, from the Darker Brothers?
No.
From the what? What'd you say?
I don't know. Something racist.
No, it wasn't racist.
I think you just said nigger. That's what,
Oh no.
that's what I was feeling.
The Patriot's known for his accidental racism.
That's okay, you know.
Yeah.
It slips
He does,
out
he's
sometimes.
from Texas.
I was born there.
Yeah,
Oh,
you were
yeah.
born in San Antonio.
Jesus, dude, that's creepy.
Yeah, he researches all the guests. He's the best head of security on any podcast.
That's pretty cool.
I like you. I've seen you on Ice House Chronicles. I've seen you on Joe Rogan Experience. I've been following you for a while.
Oh,
Freddie.
cool. You'd think I would have noticed fucking Iron Man following me.
You know he loves you when his left arm twitches a
Yeah,
lot.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like him.
It's really-
That's a very impressive. I mean, that's super fucking impressive. That
Well,
thing
thank
put
you.
together.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, no.
Now, Freddie, you said something that I brought up a couple times over the weeks on this podcast. I've always taken a moment to ask black comedians. I ask them, on behalf of all black people, all the pressure's on you right now. Why do some black people call other lighter-skinned black people light-skinned with 2 Ds?
It's just the vernacular, just how it goes. It's a regional dialect, if you really want to know.
Yeah, I do.
And it's usually in urban and southern areas, and that's where it comes from. And it's actually, there was a documentary called "Do You Talk English?" and it turns out black people and white people from Boston and Philly speak English as it was supposed to have been spoken because we bastardized it from the British. So thanks.
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
Light-skinned.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And that's why all black guys have names like Jackson and stuff like that, like white British guys, because the
Wow.
British once owned us. You'll meet like a British guy. My name's Jerome Jackson. Hello. It's like Jerome Jackson. Sounds like a rookie running back.
I read a thing the other day that I had heard it before, but I read the whole thing about the first slave owner was a black guy. Did you
Could
know
be
that?
true. Yeah, it could be true. I could have seen him starting that gangster shit, and
Because-
the white people stole it.
Because they would have.
That's some gangster
Then
shit,
he did it
slaving, right?
first.
Yeah.
Totally.
We always do it first. I steal from myself. My white side steals from my black side. Are you kidding me? You guys always steal shit
I'm
from us.
reading this article, and basically 3/4 of the way through it, I'm like, this guy. Imagine if he started it, imagine all the white guys around him like, this fucking guy's crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
We're going to take over all these businesses, and he started it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah, it was some
That's
like
crazy.
Barksdale Cruise shit from The Wire. Like they were taking corners is what the fuck they were doing.
Because I guess the original guy was an indentured servant, which is a whole thing that I did more research on, too.
Where
which
were
is
you
a
at one
really-
night just on Wikipedia?
Totally. I go off on these
weeks.
Wikipedia tangents, and that's
yeah.
exactly what I do. If
I
you
always
wanna-
do that too. I do that on YouTube, but then I always end up some guy telling a cop off. I always want to see that. Some guy just shoving it to a cop. Like, oh yeah, well here's the law, and one guy did.
I do
Like
love
one
those
guy threw
videos.
the law on his face. The cop was like, is that true? He's like, yeah. And he's like, am I being detained? He's like, no, I guess not, and sped
Yeah.
off. I was like, you're my hero.
I saw that one, and I love those videos. It's
Yeah.
my favorite watch.
And you have to be white to do shit like that too. I can't try that shit. I can't even look at me. They won't know what I am, but they won't go for it.
Right. That's so awesome. Freddy's one of the best impressionists that I know in the world.
Thank you.
So, I'm excited to see if anybody pops up and
Like
has
Tony
anything to say.
Hinchcliffe, perhaps.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That's a pretty good
That's a
impression.
pretty good impression.
Hey, Tony?
Whoa.
Shit.
You know what?
Yeah.
When Freddy has a cold, he can do a good Jesse Ventura.
Jesus, this guy.
Oh, wow.
Jesse the Mind Ventura.
Oh, wow.
Used to be Jesse the Body Ventura. He sounds like every wrestler, though.
Yeah, Sunday, brother.
Everybody's at Sunday.
Sunday, brother.
It's like a strip club DJ sound almost. You have
Or the guy announcing the monster truck rally coming to town.
Brother.
brother.
Sunday.
All right. Well, we know what goes on here. Comedians come up and they do
This is
60
great.
seconds, and we talk to them. Yeah, it's gonna
You're
be a
giving
lot of
back.
fun.
I
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
It's true. Little comedy karma. You know, things are good. Tonight, the Comedy Central roast of James Franco is airing. So,
And you're here.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Working.
we can watch it here,
Working.
right?
No, we can't watch it here because the Comedy Store has the only kind of cable I've ever heard of that doesn't get Comedy Central.
We ain't got cable. They got some rig.
They have
thing.
like Fox Sports and shit. They have some weird.
They're stealing somebody's satellite
Yeah.
signal or something. That's what it sounds like. Ill-gotten cable is what it sounds.
the
like.
rabbit ears on top of this building right now.
Wait a second. If you really think about it, because when we tried to get internet here, they were like, no, we can't do it.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
you can't get
Yeah.
internet here.
You're like,
They're
whoa.
No, they don't get the cable company involved. See?
Yeah. We're staying off the grid.
Oh yeah, that
We might
probably
wanna-
is.
Everything's off the grid here at
Oh,
zeros. Got a laugh in the back. Somebody appreciates Comedy Store history.
Somebody knows who's serious. Somebody.
Why is there a
knows who
sewing
serious
kit
is.
where it's known as an etui up here?
this
What is that?
Pair of scissors. This was
Okay.
we needed string earlier, and the closest we could get, thanks to our friends down at Pink Dot, the world's strangest convenience store.
Yeah, man. It's
All
a
the-
great place to get murdered. Just
Yeah.
think that.
It's so creepy there.
Or to get a sandwich.
Nothing
for
has a
$15.
price tag on
Yeah.
it. Everything's overpriced.
Everything's up for you can haggle though. How much do you want to pay for the sandwich, bro?
Oh, you could?
That's
Yeah.
if you go during the day when
You
the
like
owner
tuna
guy's
melt? How
there.
much do you like tuna melt, bro? What are you willing to go out the pocket for tuna melt?
7, 8, 9, 10.
You know,
tuna.
what can you do for me? Maybe nug? You got nug of weed? You know?
The bartering starts quick.
Bartering always works, especially in LA. I've bartered so much shit with nugs of weed. Made people's day with nugs of
Oh
weed.
yeah, they never see it coming.
Yeah, the plumber, he didn't see it coming.
If you have half a joint on you,
Yeah.
people go crazy.
I got the pool guy high. He's like, hey man, oh man, I've been dying to get high all day.
I guess it's like it must be hard for people to get pot or something.
Old school people who don't realize it's like fucking water and you can get it anywhere.
Right.
You know where I can get a lid of weed, huh?
A lid.
How do I get it?
Ludes.
I remember when a dime bag was a dime.
A dime bag, see?
All right, so let's get this party started.
Let's do it.
Patriot, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Okay. If anybody if anybody misses their spot, they get a permanent blacklisting. And when I
Wow.
say blacklist, the Patriot always makes this noise. Yeah, he makes that noise with his mouth, people. That's not a
pretty
button
badass.
he
He's like the guy in
pushes.
Police Academy.
Yeah, it's like what was that guy's name?
Michael
Winslow. He's like Michael Winslow meets Steve Guttenberg in an Iron Patriot suit. You'd laugh at the Gutenberg thing if you'd seen his music videos. You got to look those up, by the way. Look up Dirty Crabber if you get a chance when you're at home.
So you're drawing a comic's name now.
Right? There's tons of names in the hat. Are you guys ready to get
Those
this
are all
thing
comics
started
back
or
there, I
what?
can tell.
What's that?
You can tell those are all comics. They're hip looking.
Some of them.
A lot of them are hip looking back there. Hip looking guys with beards.
Heck yeah. Oh, yeah, I
Yeah.
see them. Those people are. Where are you guys from?
You think anybody's got
Drove from the valley?
I'm from the valley. Fuck yeah, the valley.
You-
Till I
you don't-
die like Brody.
Oh, yeah. 818 till I die. You got it.
You
push
got
and
it.
believe.
Yes, push.
You listen to the podcast? Oh, well, thank you. Just some random stranger. Well, welcome, sir. You're in the right room. I picked a name, and the comedian's name, your first comedian tonight, is Clee Wiggins. Clee Wiggins. Oh, yeah. Clee.
Should I just get started? Great. Yeah, so since Mara was up here earlier and the Iron Patriot was up here being racist, I'll just go with this one. That actually, not too long ago, actually banged a ginger. Forced by circumstance. Not because I wanted to, not because I had to. But the thing is, the first night that we ever hooked up, his roommate walked in on us, and his roommate just goes, "You guys look like Neapolitan ice cream." I was just mad he got to be 2 of the 3 flavors. I was like, see, there's the man keeping a sister down. Again, how come you get to be 2 and I'm only 1? You know what? We're Neapolitan ice cream with caramel sauce. That's what we are. Now we're equal, separate yet equal. But he grew up not knowing any black people, so he thought that not only would black men's cum be brown, but that it would taste like chocolate. Which I was like, I wish that your retarded childhood dream was true. There'd be so many more different kinds of guys in my background if Mexican cum tasted like dulce de leche. Many more Jesuses. I'm in there. Fuck it.
There you go. Hell yeah. Clee Wiggins talking about hooking up with a redheaded guy.
Redheaded white guy, yeah.
Wow, that's interesting.
It happened.
Was it like a? Did you guys meet that night and it just magic happened? You guys go on a date? Like,
No, he was a bartender at a bar I used to hang out at up in the Bay, where I'm from.
so you had known him for a while.
Yeah, a couple months, I guess.
The first time you saw him, were you like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fucking.
No, the first time I saw him, I actually did literally think he looked like a leprechaun because he was short.
Interesting. So he's
And
a
he's like
short.
He's sort of
white-
built like Scott Conn, like sort of like very compact with like bow-legged. That was the only thing that kind of appealed to me, was the bow-legged.
Wow, this guy just sounds terrible.
But no, he was awesome. Actually, he wasn't. He was too much of a cuddler. I think that was his biggest. That was my issue. He liked to cuddle a lot.
You're a comic. We don't cuddle.
No, don't cuddle. Don't touch
Gross.
me.
It's weird.
What? I love
Yeah.
cuddling. I cuddle all day.
No, I like rolled over in the morning. I was like, why are you still here?
I like to sleep with my dick inside of her.
That's okay as long as nothing else
Ew.
about you is touching me.
That's power cuddling
Good.
right there.
It's totally locked and loaded.
Seats
Oh,
taken.
shit. Wow, just leave it in.
That would be
overnight.
fine with me though. Just that if it was only the dick and nothing else was touching me,
Oh, there you go.
I'd be okay with that.
So just a fan of power cuddle or no cuddle at all.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I like cuddling. You don't like cuddling at all?
After I'm done sexing up, get off me. Go.
Yeah.
Beat
We go
it.
to our separate corners like boxers.
Yeah, exactly. I got to go see my cut man now. Get the fuck off.
But then afterwards, do you go back?
Sometimes I go back for a little seconds, but most of the time I
No,
just
I know,
watch.
I'm talking
I just
about
watch HBO Go on the iPad and go to fucking sleep.
No, I mean back to cuddling.
Do you go back to cuddling, not for seconds.
She doesn't like to cuddle either, and that's the thing. You know, she's like Puerto Rican, so she gets hot really easily.
Do you sleep with like a
That's
pillow
my
between
problem,
your legs
too.
or something?
Yeah. No, I don't sleep with a pillow between my legs.
Do you sleep with a pillow between your legs?
Sometimes.
Do you sleep with a pillow between?
No, I sleep with a girl between my legs.
Oh.
And I have one hand on her tit. I have my dick inside over my leg, like this. It's fucking awesome. It's just like perfect. It's like you're two puzzle pieces put together.
There you go. There you go.
And you have the air conditioning turned on like 40 degrees so you don't sweat. You're just locked, you're like keeping each other warm
There you
and
go.
surviving.
How many girls do you get pregnant with this thing that you
None.
do?
Really? Even with the dick inside all night long?
Yeah, it seems like if you let a dick marinate inside of a vagina all night long,
Yeah.
some type of life form would have to grow. I mean,
Or some kind of fusion would take place.
maybe
But you have to have a period first before that you could even get pregnant.
That's okay. That's
all
okay.
right, I see what you did there.
This guy.
I know what you did there. And then you lean back after that like that.
Boys can't get pregnant. What?
Oh, Jesus. Fuck yeah. I love Neapolitan ice cream. Mm-hmm. I love that reference there. That's fun.
Thank you.
I
It was
don't-
pretty good when she talked about the brown cum coming out of the brother's banana.
What the?
I've heard people talk about like chocolate milk coming
Brother
out of
again.
The brother's
The brother.
banana,
What's the
too. He
brother
just
thing?
he can't make enough monkey references while talking about black people.
No, I was saying I like that joke. That was funny. I've heard chocolate milk jokes about
No, that was good. I like
females'
that. That was
breasts, but I've never heard that.
I'm not on board with that Soul Sister #9 song, by the way. Look, the dandruff reference is like an Afro thing or something. It's very subtly racist, but from ignorance, which I feel like I can
Subtle
be okay with.
racism is more offensive than overt racism.
But
At least
it
overt
says-
racism,
I-
you just own it.
I said I'm in love with Soul Sister #9. I said
Yeah.
it's a compliment. I mean,
But it's like a fetish. It's not a good thing.
Like a fetish.
I love it. Clee,
Yes. Tom.
what was the, so, yeah. I like the, Dulce de leche part. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
But it-
I have
yeah.
references for all the major races.
And then the Mexican cum thing was. What was
That's
that?
what if
That-
Mexican
yeah.
cum tasted like
Yeah.
dulce de leche.
That's what. That was good.
Seems like it seems like you could go on and on with a whole ice cream run
Yeah.
of,
I've been trying to think of new ones.
like the guy that like is abusive is like Rocky Road,
Oh, there you go.
and I mean,
Yeah.
we could go on and on with ice cream
Oh, that's a
references
good-
all
nice
day.
The
guy.
lactose
But what do I know?
intolerant guy.
No, I like it. I'm gonna I'll explore that little avenue. Thank you, Tony.
Tons of ice creams to be had. Clee Wiggins, everybody.
Clee Wiggins.
Give it up.
If you're on
Well
Twitter, why don't you follow her at Clee the Pimp? That's Clee, Klee, the Pimp.
Clee the Pimp.
At Clee the Pimp. Fuck yeah, that's fun. So that's how it goes sometimes. Sometimes we just listen and chat with people. Sometimes we have brilliant ideas. Sometimes the Patriot just fucking twitches his little arm off.
Calls out racial slurs.
Yeah, when the brothers come out of their banana.
Brothers.
I mean, what the fuck are you thinking over there? I love it though.
Brother, like when you say brother with a hard R, it tells me you say nigger with a hard R.
Yeah. I'm starting to think that because of his accidental racism, the Patriot bought that suit because he was getting beat up by black people all the time. It's just like, that's why it's all dented and shit. The fuck you say, boy? All right. Back into the black bucket we go. Ori Amir. Put your hands together for Ori Amir. Oh, he's a jumper. Here he is.
Good evening, gentlemen. American women. So my accent is half Hebrew, half German, and yes, I've been unsuccessfully trying to kill myself for years. And I'm stuck with the accent. I can't fix it, but I thought, maybe I could see more American if I say American things. Like, yo, this is America. Speak English. Jesus loves you. Sign here. Damn scientists lying about global warming. Oh my God, I am also a member of the National Rifle Association. Give me one of those cool handshakes. Guns, yeah. Freedom. I love the English language. I love how rich your vocabulary is. You got words like communist, socialist, Marxist, Maoist, anti-American, and these are only the synonyms for poor. Right? I've been learning English watching.
All right, that's a powerful 60 seconds. Put your hands together for Ori Amir.
Ori Amir, that was good.
I fucking love you.
I liked him.
Where are you from?
Israel.
Wow.
Straight out of Israel.
Yeah. How long have you been here? In America?
5 years.
That is so cool.
Yeah. I like him. You know why I liked him? He came up here and he got right to fucking business.
Yeah.
He's like, I got 60 seconds, son.
Yep.
I'm going to throw down.
And he
did
did.
it. Didn't he do it? He did it.
Nothing but daggers the whole time.
Yeah.
Just fucking quick lightning jokes.
Yeah.
That's so fun. How long have you been doing stand-up?
A couple of years.
Couple of years.
He did it. You talk about who you are, where you're from, until you're famous.
Yeah.
And he did just that in 60 seconds.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I love that. What else do you do? What else do you live here in Los Angeles?
Yeah, I'm doing a PhD here.
PhD?
I study brains, yes. Yeah.
Oh,
Really?
wow. You're like Freud.
Yeah, I actually, we do like fMRI studies, like when you look what happens in the brain under various things that you...
Various things. You sounded really smart
Specifically-
until the end
yes,
there.
various things,
Yes.
yes, brains, it has parts, and it has...
Wow.
No, I think
So
I think he was going to throw out a word, and he knew we wouldn't understand.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Actually, look at what happens when you enjoy comedy. Like that's the last thing I did. So you can actually see the parts that are.
Wow.
Oh, wow. That are affected by humor? Is that what you're... Oh, wow.
So basically, you go inside the scanner with them, and you're like, "Have you ever noticed how crowded it is?" Don't laugh. You're moving your head. No, it disturbs the signal.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
amazing. So you're doing studies on that, on how laughter affects the brain and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Check out
hopefully-
his shoes, bro.
Oh yeah, those shoes are fucking baller, man.
Yeah, those are baller. He looked like he went paintballing.
Yes, it was white. I'm just a messy eater. I just-
Those are great. I like them. I like this guy.
Yeah, that's so cool. So you're like super smart. What are you going to do with your whole PhD
I'm good at
thing once you
pretending.
get it?
I don't know. Probably look for a job doing the same stuff I do now.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
32.
Oh, wow, you're a young man. And I bet you've been in every country, and if I bet your passport's looks like fucking janky. It's just
been
got
to a bunch
stamps
of other
everywhere.
places, yeah.
You've been to a lot of places. Right?
What's your favorite place that you've been to?
Colombia.
Ooh,
Why?
Colombia. He's like, 'cause the glow is fucking pure.
People are awesome. The
Yeah.
nature is great. The women are.
Yeah.
Wow. That is awesome. What'd you end up doing with the Colombian girl that you met there? Just getting crazy? Did you guys do it by the beach like they do in movies?
Actually, yes.
Did you have the mob after you?
No, I had them stop the bus and help us. They wanted to help with the guns and stuff, but they
Okay.
didn't.
Yeah, the guns. They run the guns.
They wanted help with they asked for like people who know how to clean guns, which I'm not.
He's
I don't-
32. Like, I'm 34. When you meet guys who are like, he's on his way to being a fucking doctor, and I'm a level 55 in Call of Duty. That's
I know, it is pretty crazy.
that's
to
amazing
think.
what he's been doing with his time and what I've been doing with mine.
What I want to know, like, what I find interesting is a guy as smart as you, like, do you, how seriously do you take the stand-up thing? Like, is it something that you'd rather do other than that? Or
Do you
would you-
dabble? Is this like squash?
Yeah.
Oh, it's one of the most fun things
This
ever.
impression
It's,
you like?
yeah.
I can tell he loves it.
Do you do a lot of spots?
The occasional ones, yeah. Not too many. Moderation, yeah.
Interesting. I think you're very, very funny and very, very interesting. Keep doing what you're doing.
Very kind to my
I'd
people.
recommend doing more spots. You're so smart that
Yeah.
you could break at any point. Don't let anybody tell you that you started too late, because you're very funny and extremely smart. So use that to your advantage. That's Ori Amir, everybody. There he goes.
Thanks, Ori.
A fucking genius
Like bona fide. Like
who
real-
dabbles in stand-up comedy and kills, by
working
the way.
on his PhD. We got to go write jokes.
You know, I studied the brain. You may have heard of it, even
Yeah.
though you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Put your hands together for your next comedian. Very funny man who I've seen here before. Put your hands together for Lil Bro, everybody.
I love Latino women. You know why I love Latino women? Because they know how to take a punch. Seriously. Like other women you hit, you know, they either want to call the authorities or fight back or call a brother. But I can make that joke because I got a Mexican wife. I got her in Tijuana for $50. She's an equestrian. I know she loves horses. Bought her from a guy for $50, man. So I don't have her yet. He's shipping her to me. I guess it's a mail order bride. I don't know. I gave him my P.O. box, so I didn't want to give him my real address, you know, just in case shit don't work out and I have to get rid of her ass. So I got a room at Motel 6, so we staying there. I had it delivered to my P.O. box. So that's all I got. That's a new joke I'm working on.
Fuck yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. So my immediate thing. Put your hands together for Lil Bro, everybody.
Lil Bro.
There he is. Yeah. It's extremely funny from the top. I could tell the first thing that you wrote was that initial, first line, and now you're trying to make it bigger from there. That they can take a punch. And I like that you bail out of that and rationalize it. Are you really married? You don't have a Mexican?
No.
Right.
I actually wrote a long story of how I met her and how I love her, and how the guy's going to send her to me, and I give him my P.O. box because I'm waiting,
Right.
down at the post office. She's going to end up being there waiting on me to get there, because I actually have a joke about that.
That's what I was waiting for.
Yeah.
Was when you mentioned the PO box, like you got to mention, how you're just gonna check it out. You know what I mean? And like see what you're dealing with
I'm
first. Because-
thinking-
and if you're gonna keep playing it like that thing's real, then I would also rationalize, like, there's only $50. That's just enough for me to not care and be able to drive away without putting this thing in the car, whatever ends up showing up to that post office. You know what I mean? So it's still worth it. It's not like, thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
So
You could even say that you were unsure and you took her home for a week to try her out, but you got the insurance and you take her back because she was broken. Yeah, something like that.
For real. Yeah.
or when the box came, it was such a strong box because Mexicans make such sturdy products that you couldn't even open the box, and she just
Or he
just
opened
died.
it and like 10 of her fucking cousins ran out too. For fucking freedom.
There it is. Yeah.
Hold on, I got two for the price of one.
I like his energy. He's got good energy. He came out
Totally.
swinging. He came out throwing haymakers, and that was good.
Absolutely. Totally.
He's
Fuck
got
yeah.
on orange. Orange is a great color because it's also a smell, a sight, and a taste.
Heck yeah.
There you go.
Orange is the new black.
It is the new black. It is the new black. He's got an orange watch on. He knows what time it is, son.
Is that G-Shock?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Where are you from?
Houston.
Houston, Texas.
Yeah.
Same place Ghetto Boys are from.
He's
You can't
dressed
beat
like
that.
he's dressed like he's performing comedy in a construction zone.
Yeah, I know.
This is like a casual day. It's a holiday, so I was
But
like,
you know,
I'm not
we
gonna
always
dress
get
up.
it crisp like that, from head to toe matching. Like I'll try to sometimes not match so much on purpose, but I'll look at it just head to toe, monochromatic. That's how we do it.
Yeah. Well, hey man, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
There he is.
Oh, and I like the spelling of his name too.
Lil Bro
Lil
is
Bro.
on Twitter at Lil Bro. That's that's Lil Lil Brough.
Lil
For those
Bro.
of you that are huge fans of comedians with their names spelled as hard as they can be spelled, you must love Lil Bro. Bro spelled
Lil
Brough.
Lil Bro.
Lil Bro.
Hey, he could also be called No Fro.
This guy, man. I
What
swear
the
to God,
fuck,
like,
man?
Jesus
What is wrong
Christ,
with you?
bro.
I can tell after he says these things, he laughs because you can see him like jitter up and down.
Watch him just take off into the sky. That'd be fucking amazing.
People fucking go crazy about the Iron Patriot. I mean, everybody loves him. Like, I guess, I never get to listen to the podcast. I watch it from time to time and check out the visual part of everything. But I never get to listen. But it seems like everybody who listens and watches gets the feeling of how much and how liked the Iron Patriot really is.
And it's a lot of fun for me because people send me questions, and all day long I answer questions about Kill Tony.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know they can watch it. I'll direct them with a link to where they can watch it on Vimeo. They don't even, and they go, I didn't even know I could watch it.
Yeah. It's all blowing up for you, man.
Because I like people to see me and see my costume, and then they'll ask, about my costume, and it's been a lot of fun because 3 months ago I didn't even have a Twitter account, and now I'm just having a lot of fun every day. I go on there. And
It's on stuck, dude. It's stuck.
Can somebody push the reset button on the back of his suit?
Control Alt Delete in the back. It'll do it.
All right, let's keep this fun train moving along. Your next comedian's name is Dustin Emery.
So, that I know of, I've never had a dick in my mouth. And I say that I know of because how do I know dicks aren't like spiders and you don't know it, but about 7 dicks a year have been crawling into your mouth while you sleep. And I'd be like a magnet for that shit too because I sleep heavy and I drool a lot. But anyways, pretty sure never had a dick in my mouth, but I have had very, very vivid dreams where I'm sucking my own dick. And which results in a disturbing dilemma for the straight man because now I feel like I know what it's like to have a dick in my mouth. Like what it's like to have it rubbing inside my cheek. What it's like to choke on it. Even what it's like to chew on it. Just a little bit. I'm not going to like chomp down on my own dream dick. Just little nibbles. Anyways, that's it.
Okay, Dustin Emery. There's an interesting what I find interesting about what you just talked about is having a dream about sucking your own dick. Like it seems like there would be a wealth of.
I've had that dream.
Really?
I've had that dream. It is a
What are
possibility.
you doing? It? Do you
I'm not
feel
gonna
it?
do it?
Do you feel it?
No,
too?
I just go, what the fuck am I doing? And I'm ashamed.
And
of
you're like
myself.
totally flexible and just able to do
Yeah,
that.
like I must have thrown out some ribs or something
Right.
to do it. I don't know how. Just all
I've
of a
had
sudden.
dreams where I'm sucking 2 of my dicks.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just gay as
You
fuck,
can never
bro.
be. Yeah.
One of those dicks can't possibly be yours. I mean, I'm sucking 2 of my dicks. I mean, one of them looks like Lil Bro's dick, but sucking 2 of your own dicks. Do you have 2 dicks?
No.
Then you're gay, bro. You just came out of the closet.
How long have you been doing comedy for?
Yeah, how long you been doing it?
I've done 2 open mics and that's it.
Oh,
Okay, awesome.
You know what? I think the thing
Awesome.
in the beginning is he should have said it, what you opened with, and then let it land for a second because you got right back into it. Because let it land because it's an absurd thing, and they're gonna be like, "What the fuck is this guy talking about?" And then you get into it.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes you get into it and you haven't let him give her the shock, and you see a lot of jaws drop. Like I'm gonna hear about dicks, but make it funny. You know.
Did you did you have a wet dream?
I've actually only ever had one.
But you didn't have it when you were sucking your own dick. Like I think there's something funny in that. Like that you couldn't get yourself to finish with your own blowjob. Like There's something in that. There's something in, a bunch of that. I would stay in the pocket on the dream. What I would analyze.
The dream frees you of all creepiness. Is
Right.
What it does.
Right. I would not mention the part where you're sucking 2 dicks.
One dick minimum there. One
Yeah,
dick maximum.
definitely.
One dick maximum.
One dick minimum.
Yeah.
So true. Oh my god, totally. I mean, if you're sucking a dick in a dream, always
Make
a
sure
one
it's
dick
your
minimum.
dick. Make sure it's your own dick.
But there's definitely a great premise there. That's so cool that you've only done this a couple times.
Yeah, good for you. You didn't seem like you got the business. You got busy right away.
Yeah, keep doing it all the time, as often as you can, if you're interested in it.
He looks hip like Yusuf.
Yeah, I mean, guys that look like you are getting jobs over geniuses like me. So, I mean, it's a great time to look like that.
Yeah.
Not many jobs. I'm
Yeah.
still doing pretty fucking good. But, it's your
Great time to look like Keanu Reeves. It's a good time.
Absolutely.
It's a good
Look at
time.
this guy.
Yeah, it's a good. Look at him. He's hip.
The one thing I would say though, but this is more you just learned because you've only been doing it, a very short period of time, and then you'll learn this. But the biggest thing I would say is to act like you're saying that as you, instead of because I could kind of tell you kind of like wrote it out. You're kind of almost going.
Yeah, I
like,
could tell you were trying to remember how to say it verbatim.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Instead of like, no, this is actually me
It's a
that's
thought
talking to
occurring
you.
to you.
Like if I was talking to you and you were telling me this story, you wouldn't be doing it like that. You'd be doing it like, so I was like sucking this dick, and you know what I mean? Like it would be more believable as you instead of, but you'll learn that.
Right. That comes from just
Yeah.
doing it a lot. But so far, at least you're putting yourself in position to have interesting premises. So there you go. That's Dustin Emery, everybody. You don't have a Twitter? Get a Twitter, dude.
Get a Twitter, bro.
It's time.
Don't be that guy. Get a Twitter.
It's never too late. Just get on Twitter.
I do my own thing, man.
Yeah. At open mic number 30, you'll be on Twitter and you'll be like, why didn't I just get on Twitter when they?
It's always the hesitant people who actually get on and start killing it too. and do
Oh
well.
yeah, totally. They come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
How long you been doing comedy, Freddie?
13 years this year.
Did you start at the Comedy Store?
I did. It was my very first time here.
Me too.
Yeah.
So you went through all this already,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a long time ago, doing the open mics and stuff,
Yeah.
shit like that.
Yeah. Old school.
They just got rid of the Sunday open
Yeah.
mic.
What is
what
that?
I
The
heard.
Sunday open mic done.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
No mas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I
The
just
crowd is getting freaked out.
I know the crowd's like, what? Huh?
I know, right?
Huh?
Yeah, it's only a tradition of 40 plus years.
Yeah, that's it.
In which pretty much all of our favorites and
No more new
us.
comics ever.
Yeah.
I guess that's what they figured.
Hey, let's cut our future by cutting out
Yeah.
the future of comics hanging out here. Seems like a great idea.
There we go.
Yeah, it's a really, really interesting situation. I feel like this is like the 9 a.m. report of 9/11, where
Yeah.
it's like the 10 a.m. report's like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
And it's like so fresh off the presses that people are just like, can't even digest
Yeah.
it yet. But
It's like when the plane, it's like, you got to show me 2 planes hitting a building. Then I'll be scared.
Right.
It's like 2 dicks. You know?
Right.
You don't need that plane to show.
and we were talking about this outside. It benefits us
Then you're
because
fucked. 2 dicks, you're fucked.
oh, there's a 1 dick minimum.
1 dick minimum. But that would
However-
imply that you got to order many dicks.
But we were talking about outside that it benefits us, them not having a show for
Sure.
the 40 comics on Sunday, because then technically we would get more
We get a
time.
paid spot.
Right, a paid spot for, the amount of money that they pay us. And so it's really interesting because even though it benefits me, I can clearly see why that is there's no other comedy club that has an open mic like this place.
Yeah, they need to get that back. It's
interesting.
It's
And
what
I-
keeps this place going.
And I'm pretty sure everybody just wants to work stuff out. I mean, they'll end up, the people, it needs to be just marketed as for what it is, because Sunday is like one of the coolest nights to come here.
Yeah, anybody
And-
can. The first time I ever went on, I saw like Chris Rock. That
Yeah.
being in a band and being like, we played on the same stage as Zeppelin, bro. The first fucking night we ever did it.
Yeah, everybody comes in.
Yeah.
If Chappelle's here, they're coming in. If
Dice
anybody-
came in when he used
Right.
to come in. I remember the first time I met Dice. I was like, "Hi, Andrew Dice Clay.
I've only-
Get the fuck out of here."
I know, exactly. I've
Okay.
only seen Dice
Okay.
on Sundays here.
Dice told me to get the fuck out of here. That's
I
awesome.
introduced him to my mom on a Sunday night.
I know, you make all these rookie mistakes when you're
Oh
first
my
here.
God.
Dice, this is my uncle. Fuck your uncle.
Right.
What, did he fuck your mom?
No, why would he fuck my mom?
No, like what happened?
No, I was with my mom, and Dice walked by, and I go, Dice, this is my mom, and he goes, what do you want me to do? Shake her hand, give her a hug?
Your mom's a who? Okay.
No, he was really nice.
But then he
was
got
great.
cool after
yeah,
a few. I see
totally.
you've been coming here a while. I'll be nice now.
Right. He gets it. But hopefully this Sunday thing will clear itself up. It's an interesting.
Is there something
thing.
that's being replaced? Are they just
They
doing
would-
like shows?
It'll
regular
be
show,
like
I
a
guess.
Tuesday or Wednesday night show.
Oh wow.
Which all that needs to be known about is that the same comics that would do a spot for 15 minutes there are here on those Sunday nights anyway to do a pop-in spot.
Right.
It's just an interesting thing at the bottom ground of comedy, and since we do this show, I figured it'd be worth
Yeah, it's a bummer.
mentioning. It's an interesting thing happening there. So
So we should pick it and start. I'm just kidding.
I would pick it if I was an open mic.
I bet you their comics are like, hey, do the fucking bucket!
Oh yeah, that's right. Hey, we already just lost a spot on Sunday. Get your hand
I
in the
know.
bucket, Dick. All right, put your hands together for your next comedian, Des Delgadito. Delgadito. You've been blacklisted, Des.
Wait, say it properly, though. They might not have... That's a blind guy. I'll give him a chance to
How
come
the
up
fuck
then.
does he have such good handwriting?
Yeah.
Put your hands together for Des, everybody. Are you here? He should be coming. I mean, he's not deaf, right? Oh, nothing on that?
Nothing.
What do you guys... What do you guys...
Does he know he's outside? You guys are jerks.
Oh, he was the guy under
Wait
21.
a second. He's blind and he's under 20. Well, you can technically by rule the performer can come
be
in
under
just to
21,
perform.
You got a wireless mic you could take
Yeah,
out there?
go grab him. That's cool, right? Yeah, I would just yeah, okay. All right, so let's do one more while Des is coming, right?
I've always had a fantasy.
Because I'm sure that's going to take a couple minutes.
I've always had a fantasy to actually have sex, like to meet a beautiful blind girl. Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah. No, she doesn't know how hot she is. You know, you can treat her like shit a little bit.
Where you could just...
You know, she has no idea she's a 10. You're like, you're all right. You're okay. But you needn't be talking to me like that. I'll fucking leave you.
They need to have a website to find these, because what are they doing? There's probably
Hotblindbitches.com.
gymnasiums of these blind girls.
But they have a lot of
Gymnasiums?
Yeah.
Is that a unit of measurement?
Yes. When it
Um,
comes to blind people.
is that happening? Is somebody getting Des? Is he still here? Okay.
Maybe we do another one?
Really interesting. A comedian under 21 who's blind. I mean, this guy's going to be a star no matter what.
Oh, yeah, dude. He should be on America's Got Talent.
Just stand up. Is this thing on? You know what I mean? Like, any joke is automatically funny
Yeah.
when you're blind. I mean, what can't be... How can you not kill? He's going to. And he's already starting, and he's under 21. Like, I'm honored to meet this guy. Des Delgadito. He's got to change his last name. We'll talk about that. This is going to be interesting no matter what. This is like comedy history. I almost like the anticipation leading up to it.
Del Dito?
Well, this might take a while.
Yeah, let's just
'cause
do
he
one more.
He can't see stairs and things like
Oh,
that.
yeah, that's right.
I saw him in the back. I saw him coming up here.
So, like, is he wearing, like, sunglasses or
No, but he
something?
did have the cane. The cane like Ralphie had in Christmas Story when he ate the soap.
Definitely whopping.
It was soap poisoning.
So we'll do one while we're waiting. Put your hands together for Peter Christian Hessing.
Yes! Peter Christian Hessing. Banned!
This guy better be fucking blind. Then he's blacklisted.
Blacklisted. Commie. Done with.
I love it. There you go.
The amount of
He's
disrespect.
done. We'll never hear of Peter Christian Hessing again. What, are you blind?
Oh.
Anyway. All right, well, there you have it. Des Delgadito is going to be a star one day, but I guess it doesn't start here tonight.
He's probably just pink dot, like going in circles.
Probably heard me say his name, and he's on stage in the main room right now.
of the House of Blues.
This is not going well. Woo! I mean... I thought there was like at least 30 or 40 people that said they were going to this show, but I mean, I am really bombing up here. I know I walked up on the stage. All right, put your hands together for your next comedian, Cody Morley, everybody.
Cody Morley.
Here he is.
There we go.
Hey guys, I think I'm exactly young enough, the very youngest you can be, to still remember when pornography was a hard thing to get. You remember you had to go down like into the basement, some weird corner, open up a bust of Abe Lincoln, push a red button, bookcase opens up, you slide down, you're in your dad's clothes. Now you got to answer a Sphinx's riddles. You get them all right, you can go down the hallway, but you got to run, because if you walk, then you're not going to beat the giant boulder following you. Go to where the hallway narrows, you hit the wall, secret door. You dig in the old sea chest, not the new sea chest, that's a trap. You find a VHS tape. Depends on what your dad's into. My dad, obviously Batman, so Blacks on Blondes 13. That's what my dad likes. Then you needed privacy. Get the VCR so low that all you could hear is the tracking. Just ear the TV. All they can hear is the dog. And he's just happy you're out of peanut butter. Really. There's more to the joke, but I think I only got a minute, so I'm done. Thank you.
There you go. You nailed it at 57.7 seconds. That's Cody Morley. What's a sea chest?
A sea chest?
Yeah.
It's something a sailor takes to sea with him.
Me, a treasure chest.
Yeah.
Kinda.
I'd say
it's like what a guy in the Navy takes his belongings in with him. You get a sea chest and a sea
chest?
bag.
C-S-E-A. See?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
S-E-A,
yes.
Like
Like
a
out
out
to
to
sea.
Yeah, it just seems
Yeah, I've
treasure
never-
chest would make more sense.
Yeah, I feel like treasure chest paints.
Sometimes
a
you
better
might want to
picture.
contribute to the lowest common denominator because it's going to be somebody who
Lowest
doesn't understand that.
common
You know what I mean? Like
Or
there
the
are
red
people.
bands of the world.
Yeah, yeah. I say chest. What does he mean?
By
that?
round of applause out there, how many of you knew what he meant by sea chest originally?
Give it up for the Navy
I
people
love
here
how
tonight.
hard
healthy.
Sarah
That
claps to try to be smart.
I knew what it was.
I knew what it was.
4 more people than I
Pent up
expected.
energy.
Actually.
2 people. 1 and 2. And this guy started clapping before I got to the end of the question. When I said how many of you knew,
By round of applause, you
I'm a
present.
fucking genius. I know what kind of boxes they were using when they were shipping things across the... Is that how you talk? I knew it.
But yeah.
I have no idea who you are, but you have the look of a
Yeah.
fucking guy that's just my fucking life,
I
man.
bet he says, "What do you want from me?" a lot. What do you want from me?
Right?
What do you
You
want
from
from
New
me?
York City?
No, never been.
Philly? Where are you?
South Bay.
South Bay.
South Bay.
Florida? Like Miami? What do you mean South Bay?
California.
South Bayshore, Brooklyn?
What?
No.
Everybody's yelling like a completely
Northern California?
opposite.
That's
Yeah. South Bay. The
Glendale,
oh,
Burbank.
Southern San Francisco.
Cerritos Auto Square.
Can you name a city that you were near?
San Pedro. Yeah, there's that. It's all around there, you know.
South Bay.
It's not in the 30-mile zone, so it doesn't matter.
So, what do you...
Let's talk about his jokes.
I the guy that's in that...
Totally forgot about you, Cody Morley.
I liked his porno joke about that because porno was hard to score. And when I was a kid, you had to go to the 7-Eleven behind the 7-Eleven in a bush. Like people would store like Swank and Gallery, like the hardcore ones where you like open the page, each page, a girl's legs on it. It's like a science fucking experiment. But you would get it, or your cop buddy, like your dad was a cop or somebody like that. That's where you'd score porn, but it wasn't.
My dad just
you
had
know.
a stack underneath his fucking like clothes in the closet, and they all had water damage, and it was water damage.
Yeah.
It wasn't like
My
cum
actual
damage.
dad had an actual bat cave you had to sneak in.
Really?
In a corner of the basement with a secret door. Yeah.
Like
Where
kept
that
the
joke
porn
actually
stash.
came from. Yeah.
That's fucking.
Yeah.
I didn't have a dad, but I had an uncle who, and
Sorry to bring up
my
my
uncle
people.
owned a bar. So what would happen was, this was a lot of my first jerking off moments. What happened was he had this amazing satellite dish that when I was like whatever 13 or 12 or whenever that happened. But the channels would just come in. But what's interesting is since it was on the second floor of this bar that he owned, there was a TV above his TV that had what was going on in the bar. So I knew when he would be coming up the stairs and shit. So I'd be watching both TVs just like this.
Finish.
Oh God, I really hope I don't get caught. It's so weird.
What happens if you finish but you're looking at the wrong TV?
Right, exactly. Then
You're staring at your uncle.
You blew a load on your
Popping a
uncle
wad.
or something. Anyway, Cody Morley, everybody.
This guy's
He's at Cody Morley.
uncles are used to it.
That's why you don't look at the porn on your phone because then somebody texts you like your buddy does, and you're like, oh, I got my.
Yeah.
You texted me actually.
That
before,
really?
Yeah. when
During
I
a
was looking at
during a
something.
phone
during a
jerk-off?
session. I didn't have the iPad near. You know.
I so
Grab what
rarely
Apple device was local.
I so rarely do that. I remember when I got my iPhone and I first looked at porn on it. I was amazed.
Yeah, we
like this
zoom
is
into
a
it,
fucking
yeah.
revolution. Like we went from Snake to watching a normal porno.
Yeah, feature length.
Yeah, I didn't get to see much porn back then either, Tony. The most I could hope for is like, Porky's when they had that shower scene, or, Fast Times at Ridgemont High with Phoebe Cates coming out of the pool, and
Nerds.
Nice. Yeah.
pie.
Judge Reinhardt was jacking off in the bathroom. That was a good one.
I have a question for you, Patriot.
No, that's not the part people remember. It's the Phoebe Cates part that people remember.
That was the whole scene. I mean,
Yes.
the music from the Cars, that Cars song that was so good, moving in stereo, that was a great scene.
I have a question for you, Patriot. What are the top 3 keyword search words that you type in when you're looking up porno?
I'll tell you, if you want to see some pretty feet, go to UJizz and type in Brandy Bell feet.
Jesus, that was not the question I asked. I can't believe you just said the words "go to UJizz."
Go to UJizz. Type in Little Orphan Annie.
I know.
Yeah. Listen to my question, Patriot. When you're going to jerk off on a porno website, what are 3 words that you find yourself typing in sometimes? Not all in the same time, but at different times. Your 3 favorite things that you're into.
Petite, feet, natural, hairy.
Whoa!
Why Harry?
Good thing I asked. Good thing that I specifically asked for your top 4.
Yeah. Wait. What's with the hair? Is that like having like bush and no bush?
Bush, wall-to-wall
For
carpeting.
feet?
You're old school,
Yeah,
aren't you?
I like a little bush. It turns me on.
Fuck yeah, dirty crabber.
There's still part of me that has a little love for the bush because we grew up on the bush, but the cleanliness factor is far better today.
Well, it's if it's a bush or if it's just like not taken care
Yeah,
of.
if it's thickets and shit, I
Yeah,
don't want nothing
like-
to do with it.
Where it's like you're putting your dick in her and
Creatures
you're
in a-
pulling her butthole hair.
And an
at the same
ecosystem
time.
in it.
Not really into it at all.
Yeah.
I'm anti-Bush. I really am. I just can't. It reminds me of like I must have like seen my mom's vagina when I came out of it, and there was probably a bush there. My mom seems like the kind of lady that would have a bush, and I'm sure I saw that vagina on my way out, and I'm like, I don't need to ever see anything like that
Everybody's
again.
mom's got a bush. Whose filthy
course.
mom is ripping it
Right.
off? Yeah.
Whose mom is that dirty of a slut that she's fucking
getting a
pulling
Brazilian.
out the razor?
Yeah.
I can't stop looking at Freddy's beard and thinking about Bush.
It's true. Me too.
Well, when I go down there and I eat at Dewey's, where I really have to pull this thing back.
I bet. You gotta
it's like
put
a
the-
fucking loofah.
Put the
after a
rubber
while.
band in, pull off the Captain Lou Albano.
But sometimes I'll leave it on and come up and let the dance. I like that.
Let's keep this fun train moving along.
Yeah,
Did we?
let's do
So we there was
another
nothing
guy
from
or gal.
Des, huh? Nothing from the blind guy.
Nope.
Oh, what a shame. Oh,
Ugh.
all the potential I could see in him. Your next comedian is Frank Castillo. Oh snap!
Hey everyone. So I started prematurely balding when I was 19. Okay. The thing that sucks is like no one is ever honest with you when you start balding, and like I didn't get the hint until my mom bought me a yarmulke for Christmas. Like we're not even Jewish. Like I opened it up and I was like, Mom, are we converting? She's like, no, you are, cue ball. Thank you. That's what I got to.
That was 21 seconds. Is there anything else you're working on that you want? All right. Well, first, let me just tell you that the only thing that I didn't like was the absolute opening of I started prematurely balding at 19, and the okay, because you just need to go on to the next thing, right into your next sentence, because that's not really a punchline. So when you're like, okay, people are like, was I supposed to laugh at that? But you really don't need to, because that's not really a punchline. That's just your setup anyway. So into the premature balding, into the Jew thing, which I think is hilarious. Is there anything else that you're working on?
Not that I'd feel comfortable with doing in front of everyone. Like I'm still writing it and I'm still working on it.
What's the premise of the new idea that you'd be uncomfortable talking about?
All right, so it was, all right, so my girlfriend is, I have a girlfriend, I don't know if anyone noticed, and she's really good at cooking, and I love her cooking. I love it so much that it ruins hot chicks for me. Like, every time that I see a hot chick, I have to really decide whether or not it's going to be worth it. Like, I see a hot chick, and I'm just like, you're cute, but, like, it's enchilada night tonight, and I can't miss that. All right.
There's something there. There's something there, definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Again, when you started that
Hot
joke.
puss or hot plate, you know what I mean?
Right.
Something like that.
Right.
And then you take a hit of the cigarette. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm
It
feeling
got
dicey.
more and more.
It just got dicey.
Very dicey. All the way down to
Like
the
you
cigarette.
say, like she's a hoa, and I was fucking her, and that's that. And then they'll laugh.
Pepperoni nipples, a pepperoni pizza.
There you go. It's good. There's something there. I know what he's talking about because there's girls far hotter than my girl, but it is. It's like she cooks really good, and they even explore it with that. It's like girl, sevens take care of you, tens not so much. Tens take care of themselves. That's why they're fucking tens.
Right. Yeah, I would also just be more clear on the front end of it. It's going to help you a lot in that payoff on the end if you're more clear, because the way that you're saying it now, you say that you have a girlfriend, and that when you see a hot chick, so we don't know whether you're saying that your girlfriend's not hot, because you don't say that. So it's sort of misleading, whereas the idea is funnier than how you're saying it right now, which is fine because I sort of drug it out of you anyway. You didn't want to talk about it. But, take the importance of the setup being so important. It's as important as the punchline. It needs to be quick, concise, fun, to the point, because that all adds up to the payoff in the end. This balloon that you're blowing up for one quick pop, every breath counts. The more air that's into it, the louder the pop's going to be. So, be clear on those setups and keep rocking and rolling. If you're on Twitter, his name is @FrankCComedy, right?
Yep.
There you go. That's Frank Castillo.
Frank Castillo.
A lot of names in the bucket today.
Let's do Rapid.
Rapid.
Rapid 2.
Rapid. Luke Schwartz.
Luke Schwartz. Come on down.
Oh, yeah, the killer.
Hey guys, how's it going? I've noticed that single guys do this thing where they carry like a condom around with them all the time, like in their backpack or their car, wherever. Like just hope springs eternal. Like there's just gonna be like some sex emergency that you're just gonna have to like jump in and just fuck. But like it doesn't ever happen like that, clearly. But the closest I could get as a single guy, like carrying that condom around to like using that condom, is if I saw a sexual assault like happening. That would be the only place I could use the condom, and like I'd have to like run up to this dude and be like, look, I know you're a sociopath and you like have no feelings, but like I also want your dick to feel nothing too. And that was my attempt. Sorry, everybody.
Brian, in the very beginning of that, Brian pulled out this fucking pancaked Magnum, disgusting fucking. It looks like you've been sitting on that for months.
No, this is fresh. I just put this in. I always keep a condom in my back pocket.
True and not funny. Yeah.
Here's something I would say.
I keep them at home where I fuck.
Sometimes you're behind, Pink Dot.
Yeah.
With that blind girl.
Sex emergency.
Yeah, sex emergency.
I've
had that happen. No, you never had that happen where you go to a girl's house, you're like, oh, I'll go back to your house and have a glass, and then you're like, oh shit, you don't have a condom? Fuck.
We used to carry him around like in 8th grade thinking we were going to get the puss, like he was saying, like it was going to attract puss. Like he should go somewhere with that, because it's like carrying the keys to a Mercedes won't attract a Mercedes. It's like nor will carrying condom attract pussy. It's not going to happen.
Yeah,
but we thought that in 8th grade that because it's back there, it will come.
Yeah, that and where I thought you were going to go was somewhere like along the lines of what you keep in your pocket instead.
Oh.
And plus,
I only ever.
And plus, that again, sort of like with Carlos, there's a little bit of confusion in your setup, because what you say is, some guys keep a condom in their back pocket, and that doesn't really work. But you're not making it clear that doesn't work for you. It seems like you're dogging those guys that have it, but it's not.
Because
really.
it works for me.
Right. It works. It works for other guys.
Yeah. No, I'm not trying. Okay, I'm not trying to like put anyone.
Maybe it's something like, I'll tell you, I bet you anything this would kill. Like if you said something like, a guy like me, something like, even if I had a condom in my pocket, you still have that face. So it doesn't matter
He's
what
right.
the fuck's in
I
your
don't-
pocket because they don't see the condom in the pocket.
Yeah. It's just I'm
That's not the first thing they see. They're not seeing you and going, "Oh, this guy's safe."
I'm still me.
Right.
Yeah.
They're going, "This guy looks like fucking Jeffrey Dahmer."
Yeah.
And
Not anymore.
if he has a condom in his pocket, he also has a corpse under the stairs or something like that. Like I would really talk about that you look like a serial killer more often.
That's the vibe I want to put out there. It's like, yeah.
I mean, you really got to acknowledge it. You got to talk about what it's like living life from.
I would say it doesn't work for me. I don't carry a condom in my pocket. I carry mace.
I guess that's not the worst.
Mace for innocent victims.
Right.
No. Just for fun. I guess. Yeah.
To get raped. Or, yeah.
Hey, we're at the end of the joke, you were talking about the only time you get to use it is if you saw somebody getting raped and you put it on that guy. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah.
A sociopath, you were going to put the peel on his banana?
Oh my God! That's what that was all for.
Yeah, you were just waiting for the end to say peel.
He's
on
doing
the
his
banana.
laugh
Bobbing his
bobble
head,
right
yeah.
now. It's so blatant when he
chicken
laughs
necking.
in that suit. It's my new favorite thing.
But yeah, the end, I can completely confused on all that. Like if you saw somebody getting, sexually raped or whatever like that, that you would put the condom on him so he wouldn't feel it.
That was
Yeah,
that
it's
was
a
the
really-
only way I could use the condom and like.
You could find something funnier than that.
Yeah, it's a really
Oh, okay.
interesting reach that you're going for with that. But there might be something there like that.
Because a condom's hard to put
But
on. I mean, when somebody's getting raped,
Oh,
you ain't going to have no
Jesus.
chance to
I'm
put a
not
condom
like
on.
concerned with the logistics so much. I was
Which I
just going for the laugh.
Oh
but-
my God. Patriot out of nowhere from 3-point range. Well, I happen to know when I'm raping girls, it is
I
not
always
easy to
struggle
put
with
a
the
condom
condom.
on whatsoever.
So I keep it on all day.
Right. Like a real rapist.
I don't like condoms.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I mean, duh.
Oh.
Like, no one was like, that guy loves condoms. No.
All right.
That's-
Luke Schwartz, everybody.
Luke
there
Schwartz.
he goes. Fuck yeah, that's fun, right?
Yeah, it's good.
There's something there.
What would Morgan Freeman say about Luke Schwartz?
Mm-hmm. That's what would he say?
I love it. Where are we at? Let's do one more out of the bucket, and then we're going to move on to our final segment of the
Maybe a
show.
Dane,
as
huh?
always. Hopefully. Mike Glazer.
Mike Glazer.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Growing up, I enjoyed doing magic. Yeah, like a Jew who likes making coins appear all the time. Really fun to do. I'd pull them out of people's ears, which was nice because then I'd get a quarter and it felt good. And I enjoyed that idea. But then I was doing children's birthday parties in high school and I wanted to try hypnotism. And no one would let me put their boy in a trance. So I don't know how they practice. How do hypnotists practice? How do you get someone to nap, or how do you get them to try napping? You can't just wave a watch like an asshole. No one will want you to. No one wants to quack or bark against their control. 10,000 hours, I guess. I don't know. All right, that's what I'm working on right now.
All right, a joke about hypnosis, and everybody in the room got very, very sleepy. So it actually made sense if you add that part to it, and not do any of the beginning stuff again. Cut out that 50 seconds that you just did. Just add the part. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, you talked about hypnosis and how they would practice. There's really not much. How long have you been doing stand-up, Mike?
For 5 years.
Wow, look at you.
How about
Interesting. Where are you from?
Chicago?
Nice. How long have you been here?
2 months.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like this place.
That's fun.
Yeah. So, just come up and have
Hypnosis.
everyone nap.
Hypnosis.
Yeah, I mean, you could say, I like the idea of, like, how do you train a like, do you start off with just waving in somebody's face real close? Or, there might be something there, like...
How many stopwatches do you have to go
Yeah.
through?
How many drugs do you have to actually use in the beginning before you can...
Right, how many roofies are you slipping
like first
people?
you start off
Yeah.
before the placebo effect begins.
Here, drink a little bit of this.
What is
and,
the idea of the setup, though? Were you really a magician? Did you really do all that, or?
Yeah, I
You
love
did?
that. And it's in my mind, it's like, oh, protection of getting into a weird new thing by just talking about myself for a minute first.
Yeah,
and
I
then,
love
that. But I like the idea of like a lot of like getting people to nap against their will, so I can get them to bark later. Or something like
Do you
that.
have bits about you doing magic and being a magician at some point?
I have a short story about a magician who kills himself.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
How long did you do magic for? Did you do magic?
I did. Yeah, that's absolutely
How
true.
long did you do it for?
Did it for like 6 years.
Are you still doing it? Do you go to the Comedy and Magic Club up there on the hill?
I want to go there.
Yeah.
I don't do magic.
You haven't been there yet?
Not
Can you
yet.
do any magic for us right now?
If I had like some rubber bands, I could separate them. And
Okay,
like
cards
that, yeah.
maybe? Can you do anything
Do you
with
have rubber
cards?
bands?
Any cards, rubber bands?
He
Oh,
keeps
did you have
rubber
rubber
bands around
bands?
his condoms. So.
Good one, Tony.
Thank you.
To keep their hair out of their face.
He's got a good beard going on there, huh?
Yeah, it is.
thank you.
It's
Pretty
very
good.
sturdy.
He goes for the heavy mustache with the beard. I like that look. It's a good look.
It's very well
It's
trimmed.
very like Tombstone, Arizona look. I like it.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
He's like Wyatt Earp met Paul Simon.
Totally.
A little bit.
Wait, so you trim a different length on your when you have your mustache?
I have what's called the natural with the integrated mustache, Red Band.
Oh, you guys and your testosterone.
And I keep the mustache from growing over the lip, but I let the rest grow as it wants to.
Okay,
And
yeah,
I
I
brush it
do.
down.
I cut the lip.
Yeah, I
'Cause,
let
I
it-
mean,
yeah.
We have pretty lips, both of us.
Yeah, I do. They're full. I want to show them off.
Fuck, do I grow a fucking beard?
Oh, it
man?
ain't happening by now, bro.
It's just one of those things where it's like, how could this possibly be?
They're like
And I'm
boobs.
still waiting for it. I'm 29 now, but I still think about it. It's like, what the fuck happened?
If you rub
How
your
the fuck? I can do so many things.
if you rub your face on my ass crack, it will probably grow within 2 days.
Brian.
To rub up and down.
Hey, Tony.
I would expect that from the Patriot, Brian.
The Patriot speaking.
I heard you describe it on the Ice House Chronicles, and you say it grows out. It just grows out in patches.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's very interesting that happens.
You don't want to be hairy, man. You don't want to be hairy because I mean, Freddy looks like he's lucky. He's not too hairy, like on the back and in the
Yeah, no
chest
back
or
hair,
anything.
nothing like that,
But
no.
usually, if you're hairy up in the face, you're usually hairy everywhere. And
Yeah.
the older you get, it starts going everywhere. I saw an ear hair the other day that
Well, I got lots of ear hair
Oh, it
coming
freaked
over,
me the
yeah.
fuck
But
out.
your arms are smooth, so you can wear like.
Oh, this guy's about to butt fuck you, bro.
Oh no! It's just
He's liking what he sees.
natural thing that,
He's
you
liking
know,
what he sees. I keep the hand
can't wear a
down
V-neck.
a little bit. Yeah.
Keep it going for Mike Glazer.
I like Mike. Good stuff, Mike.
Yeah, definitely. Keep rocking, man.
There you go.
He's on Twitter at GlazerBooHooHoo. We're now going to move on to our final portion of the show. As always, we have two regular, very funny ladies who do a minute each every single week since the inception. Put your hands together for, as always, your first of the two, the one and only Sarah Mustajabi.
I was getting ready to go out on a date last week, and I realized I was spending entirely too much time trying to pick out a pair of panties. Guys don't fucking care. You don't fucking care. It doesn't matter. This guy's about to spend $19 on a couple Big Macs and a pack of Zimas for what? A fucking pair of panties? I don't think so. It's not about that. Guys, unfortunately, don't have it that easy. It's a little creepier with you guys, kind of where you wear the little white paper envelope. Please don't bring that out. That's terrifying. Or the plaid boxers. No one wants to fight a fortress of plaid fabric to get to a dick. That's not good. Just maybe throw in some boxer briefs and call it a day. Make it easy for everybody. Make it less creepy. That's all I got, you guys.
There she is, Sarah Mustajabi. With the underwear stuff. That's interesting. Yeah.
What was the first part? Like, guys don't spend. What was the first part? 'Cause
The
you-
first part is talking about I spend way too much. I was like literally last week like trying to pick out underwear, and I don't know why because it doesn't fucking matter. Like why would I even?
Well, it's. Did you wear that underwear or on purpose, or is that
Yeah.
the most beautiful vagina I've ever seen in my life?
Wow, I mean, you are really fucking rocking it tonight.
Wow.
Holy shit.
What are you talking?
You don't want to wear pants when you're performing on a stage that, I mean...
It's like a
I
mouth
promise
breather.
you
It's-
can clearly
it's
see it.
sucking in right now.
It's blatant. It looks like... It looks like...
Is it camel toe?
No.
Oh, yes. Patriot, I'm pretty sure that you wished it to come true. Yeah, a camel toe would be a light way of putting it. It's more of a camel's hoof.
Yeah.
There's like multiple toes, and it's basically almost a camel's arm.
It's not offensive though. I'm not offended
I'm not
by it at
offended.
all.
Oh no, not at all. It's fine.
Quite
but
captivated.
It's
actually.
fine and it's great, but it's definitely not professional. You know what I mean? Like you wouldn't want to. Nobody's gonna.
It's hypnotic, though.
It is.
Well, yeah, that's the point. Is that when you're doing stand up, you don't want people daydreaming at your vagina. I mean, guys are gonna stare at that, and chicks are gonna hate you because.
Especially when you're talking about underwear. Is what I'm saying.
It's like a really interesting pair of pants that you're wearing because
Well,
not only does
she's-
it accentuate the camel toe, but the front is almost completely missing.
Yeah.
Of these pants.
It's sexy as fuck.
Right. She's super fucking cute, and that's what takes
What do
it
you
away.
Of
mean?
course,
It's like,
but I'm
I
just
just-
saying those pants
just-
make it look like she got raped by Freddy Krueger. They're cut up. I mean, it's adorable, but we've talked about this before. Like, yeah. I mean, if you're as far as doing stand up, then you gotta dress the part in some way, and that's definitely.
I mean-
that's the last
I
thing
mean, she
that
looks
anyone
great.
who I know that's succeeding on the female end of doing stand up. What was that laugh? What
Let's
did I
get in the
miss?
picture there.
Oh, yeah, jerk off city. But yeah, it's not a professional pair of pants. I would work on the pants. I really didn't notice that
very
until.
sexy.
It is. I mean, it's very like I would sit
Very
there like,
sexy.
damn, that shit's sexy as fuck, and I wouldn't even thinking what you're talking
Totally,
about.
you got to dress the part.
Yeah.
You got to almost.
Too sexy,
You got
that's
to
too
almost.
sexy.
Yeah, you got to
You're too
almost dress
sexy.
like a boy to do stand up.
Yeah.
There she is, Sarah Mustajabi. We got to fly, baby.
Yeah, we got
And it can go both ways. If Brady were up here wearing a thong, it would be hard.
Totally.
The girls would not listen. They would look at his fucking
right.
thong.
If I was wearing those pants, I'd be in big trouble.
Yeah.
Put your hands together for your next comedian, as always, the one and only Kimberly Congdon.
Hey there. My mom thinks I'm immature. She called me the other day and she's like, Kimberly, you don't know anything. You don't know what's happening in the world. You need to grow up. I'm like, Mom, I watch the news and I'm not immature. There are some really serious things happening. I'm not kidding. I'm being serious. She's like, that's not funny. I'm like, okay, Mom. I know what's going on. Like, CBS and Time Warner had that little battle, right? They had a month-long blackout. Did you know that? Yeah. Big deal. I did that my freshman year of college. She's like, you're so immature. You don't know what's going on. I'm like, okay, I might be immature, but you have a really big problem with Jewish people, so I'm going to get off the phone. That's it.
Good job.
Always good. Short, sweet, thunderous jokes. You've packed them into one format of which you're talking to your mom. You have it's an easy outlet to
Very
unload
current,
those
too.
3 topical jokes.
Yeah.
Wow. The only thing I would add to it is acknowledge that your mom is, right, Puerto Rican. Right, I would acknowledge that from the top, that it's always interesting listening to your mom, because then that'll make that pop a little bit, because people are like, what, it's just a little, normally I say trim stuff and make jokes shorter, but with that, it's just to throw that in there on that front end so that people aren't surprised when they hear a stronger accent. But other than that, that's very impressive. You're killing it, Kimberly, every week with a new minute, and great job to both you and Sarah Dresses.
And good job covering your vagina up so I can't see it also.
Here she goes. Freddie, anything you want to promote?
I'm on Twitter now.
Oh, really?
Oh, actually, I've been for a while. Freddy Lockart on Twitter.
Awesome. Freddie Lockart on Twitter.
And then my podcast on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. on Toad Hop. And then...
That's What's Good.
That's What's Good. But most importantly, find me on PlayStation 3 if you think you're the shit at Call of Duty Black Ops. I will fuck you up, son.
And
Come
Grand
look at
Theft
me.
Auto, baby.
And Grand Theft Auto. I will drive by, shoot, and pepper your ass up like it's nobody's business. And don't try to be my friend on the online world. Very nice guy in real life, but I will shoot you in your face online. My name is Mr. Majestic, which is a Charles Bronson movie. Look it up, because that's who I am. It's Mr. fucking Majestic. 187 on PlayStation 3. Thank you very much. And the champ, the fucking champ.
Heck
Thank
yeah.
you. Thank you for having me on this.
Definitely.
This
It
is
was a
awesome.
pleasure to have you. Please keep that fantasy football belt nice and clean because I'll
Absolutely.
be taking it from you in just 2 months.
Oh, you want to be my hype man? Carry it around for me? That's awesome.
No,
Tony.
no. I'm
That's
gonna
awesome.
I'm
I
gonna
figured
win.
with the show you're so busy.
And I actually open up against you on Sunday.
Oh, good luck to you,
Yeah,
buddy.
the
Good luck
Hinge,
to you.
the Dead Kid Timmy versus the Hinchcliffe
Dead
winners
Kid
this
Timmy.
Sunday in fantasy football. Comic
excited.
Patriot is at Comic Patriot on Twitter. He's the Iron Patriot here. He's one of the coolest guys in the world. At Red Band, at Tony Hinchcliffe. We're going to Phoenix.
The 26th, Thursday, will be at Stand Up Live. Go to standuplive.com. The following day, we'll be in Ohio with Tom Segura and Christina Pajitsky. Go to DeathSquad.tv. Guys, thanks a lot.
I'm in Winnipeg the 12th and the 13th. Thank you.
Holy shit, I'm in La Jolla next weekend. Sorry.
Music played and people sang.